I said the plastics industry must be stopped.
This is Angelle Bradford. She presented an idea to end the plastics industry in order to protect the environment at a U.S. Senate Environment Committee hearing. Let's hear what she got in response from Senator Markwayne Mullin.
So does that mean end plastic manufacturing?
I mean, in my dream world, sure, but I think that, go ahead.
No, so I don't mean to be condescending here. I just point out, what's going to replace your glasses? Like,
So I
would you
do
wear your
know,
glasses around your face? They're made of plastic.
maybe.
No,
I don't know what they're made out of.
They are.
What
about, and I'm just pointing out some things here because I just want to be realistic when we're having conversations, because when statements are made like this, I just want to open people's eyes and say, well, okay, that's easy to say, but what's the solution?
In the next 2 minutes, Senator Mullin will open her eyes.
Your water bottle in front of you.
This one?
Yes. That plastic?
No.
The lid is. That's plastic.
Right. So
Right.
I would say to your question that I would first be concerned about single-use plastics, and then we can talk about alternatives to this.
The water that you filled that water bottle up with, where'd you fill that water bottle up out of?
A water filling station.
All right, and it was delivered by a drink station that was plastic?
I didn't check.
The edges are. The piping coming to it. Now, you have a couple of choices with the piping. We could go back to using wood, but then you have to line it in chemical. Or we could go back and use lead, because we used to have water piping that was lead. That was harmful to us. We go back to galvanized, but galvanized rust and had discoloration. We go back to copper, but copper has to be mined, and everybody wants to stop mining in the U.S. So you use plastic to deliver piping that you fill that water bottle up with today.
Senator Mullin shared 4 types of materials that the U.S. has used for water pipes over time, but there are a few frightening details hidden within that information. Wood, of course, was used over 300 years ago. If you dig up a wooden pipe on your property, it's a sign your family is not only rich, but old money rich. Lead, galvanized, and copper are materials many audiences are likely familiar with, especially if you've lived long enough. Lead became the primary material after wood, starting around the 1800s and used for nearly 200 years until it was banned in 1986 for a simple reason. It's toxic. The ban didn't mean lead pipes disappeared. It just meant they couldn't be used in new construction. Since 1986, the federal government has funded programs to replace lead pipes, but there are still about 9.2 million lead pipes across the U.S. awaiting replacement. So it's a smart idea to filter your drinking water because no one really knows where all those 9 million lead pipes are still buried. Galvanized pipes made by coating steel or iron with a layer of zinc to prevent rusting were popular through the mid-20th century, often replacing lead pipes as a safer option. However, galvanized pipes have the downside of rusting easily. By the 1970s, the use of galvanized pipes declined as newer materials, like plastic, proved to be longer lasting and more resistant to corrosion. So if your house was built before the 1970s, the water pipes are very likely made of galvanized. Copper pipes are great in every way, but their biggest drawback is the price. After 1920, only very wealthy communities could afford to replace water pipes with copper. Additionally, mining copper is very harmful to the environment. With strong environmental groups in the U.S. today, as soon as you finish writing a copper mining proposal, activists will show up at your door the next day. I seriously think Senator Mullin might have been a plumber. In just 1 minute, he gave us a quick history lesson on U.S. water pipes, leaving Angelle speechless. Now let's keep watching Senator Mullin's impressive show.
I point this out because the clothes you have on, I guarantee you have plastic in it. The shoes you have on your feet, the soles of those shoes are plastic. So we talk about any plastic manufacturing, and everybody in here cheers when you say that, but everybody here is depending on plastic as you set. So if you want to end it, then quit using it. It's kind of like, I don't shop at certain places right now because I don't agree with some of their policies. I choose not to do that. You can choose to not use plastic. Do your work. If you believe it, then live it that way. And if not, then tell me what the solution is.